What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. My first story today, I wanted to get back into this Lil Baby story. His name has been added to a arrest warrant, I'm hearing. His lawyer has come out with a statement saying that it was definitely irresponsible for the Atlanta Police Department to even name him in that warrant when he was not there at the time of the shooting. They are also saying they have phone calls and they have possibly some informants who are willing to corroborate that him shooting that music video there was a sign of disrespect and he knew it would be taken as such. Let's check out the video to find out a little bit more information.
And tonight, rapper Lil Baby's team responding to a warrant naming him in connection to a deadly shooting. Police say he has ties to a drive-by that left 2 innocent teens dead. Atlanta News First, Yasmina Alston is live in Southwest Atlanta tonight, near where the teens were killed. So Yasmina, the rapper's attorney, now calling out the police department's allegations.
Yeah, that's right. In a statement, Lil Baby's lawyers say Atlanta police even referencing the rapper in connection to this deadly shooting was complete and total nonsense, though the warrant says otherwise. Atlanta rapper Lil Baby denying involvement in the murder of 2 teens last year, days after Atlanta police gave updates in the case and a warrant named him in the homicide investigation of 13-year-old Lamont Freeman and Jacody Davis. Now, in that newly released statement, Dominique Jones, aka Lil Baby's attorney, Drew Findling, called it complete and total nonsense that his client was referenced. That statement also read, quote, bringing his name into a conversation regarding a terrible crime for which he had absolutely no involvement is unprofessional, unethical, and shameful, end quote. It continued to say Lil Baby is devastated about the situation because the teens came from his neighborhood. But a warrant paints a different picture, saying an ongoing dispute between the 4PF gang and the OMF gang eventually led to the fatal shooting of Freeman and Davis. According to documents, Lil Baby is an affiliate of 4PF, and the conflict starts in May 2024, when the rapper shot a music video in rival territory, where he and associates were then shot at. After that incident, police say the back-to-back retaliatory shootings and homicides began. The warrant gives an in-depth timeline of multiple incidents that happened from May 2024 to when the teens were killed. It even says a high-ranking member of OMF was calling shots from state prison to retaliate against 4PF after an OMF member was killed on Peyton Place in June. According to documents, that imprisoned high-ranking member said in a phone call that there would be revenge for that homicide and he will go to war with the leader of 4PF, which is Lil Baby, per that phone call. Unfortunately, in July, Freeman and Davis became innocent victims. Gang investigators found they were not intended targets, but rather collateral damage. Most recently, police announced they already made 7 arrests for the teens' murder, but say they're not done. They didn't call Lil Baby by name on Wednesday, but did say this, which matches with what the warrant reads.
Cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been.
And I did talk to several people who live in this community who say they were relieved to hear that there were arrests made in this case because they say this tragedy really hit this community hard. Many of them also said that they were not surprised that gang violence was involved. Live in Southwest Atlanta, Yasmina Alston, Atlanta News First.
Right. So you see what the news had to say about it. And, you know, they are basically saying that him shooting that video was basically a gesture of disrespect to the other gang. And he knew it would be taken that way. And that the leader of the rival gang said that he had plans to handle Lil Baby. So Lil Baby is saying that, you know, the 2 kids who died lived in his community. We see how in gang wars, you have people, you know, fighting over 2 sides of the street, you know, shooting across the street from each other because one says this side is my side and that side is your side. So that could possibly be the case. I do think that the police officer who, you know, he didn't say Lil Baby's name, but he pretty much implied that it was a Atlanta rapper from that side of town who was responsible for the death of these 2 13-year-olds. I think that it was definitely irresponsible for that police officer to imply that Lil Baby had something to do with the death of these kids. And I hope that this is not true, because if they can corroborate that Lil Baby, you know, was a part of shooting this video in order to throw a middle finger to his opposition, then that's going to damage his brand. I do know Lil Baby reps the streets and all of that, but he's still definitely a brand ambassador for a lot of brands. You know, a lot of people don't mind doing business with him. He's not involved in a lot of controversy. So even if it's not criminal repercussions, as far as his brand, it would definitely take a hit if people thought that he had anything to do with the death of these kids, directly or indirectly, which I'm pretty sure, of course, is indirectly. You know, he's not involved in the actual crime, but they are saying that he and his actions indirectly, you know, set the environment for these two kids to lose their life. But I want to know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Establish Rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.